So it's not new that the economy is bad and the job market is whack, but the National Bureau of Statistics released a report saying that unemployment rate was at 5%, the lowest in a very long time. With figures this low, it means that people that don't have jobs are people that don't want jobs, but I don't have a job and I do want a job. So are these figures true? And will I be able to get a job? To figure this out, we're going to be looking at the kinds of job openings that are available, and along with my friends, we're going to be applying to 1,000 positions.
God will not let you get to 1,000 before I see your
This video is sponsored by you. Please support the channel with the buy me a coffee link in the description below.
I got a job!
Thank you. Hey there, unemployed person. I'm just like you. I just graduated uni, just finished serving my nation, and the next logical step is to get a job. But are there jobs? So I've been applying for jobs for a while now. While discussing with a friend of mine, he said,
all these job postings na lie. Them don't already get their person, even those private companies too. Them just a post so that person go know see that company see they exist, useless people.
I guess this may be true for government jobs. I am quite skeptical about it being the same thing for the private sector. My plan is to check if he's right. I started by looking for where I can find job openings online. I scrolled on Twitter, on Telegram channels, on WhatsApp group, and from what I've seen, I think I've gotten an idea of the types of jobs that are available. So let me categorize them for you. There's their entry-level corporate jobs. They pay very low for interns, like 50k a month. And when I was telling my friend, he was like,
if you get 50k for 1 year now, that means now 600k you get earn be that for that year. Rent day, food day, data, light, water, transport alone for that year, people like 400k. More use everything now.
But the thing is, what choice the unemployed people have? We'll use legacy banks. But his criticisms are right. Even if I get a job, I'll still end up begging my parents or my siblings for money. Omo, life tough. She don't go just carry gun.
I finished you now. I cut your throat. Lie down.
Okay, there are also blue collar jobs. To be honest, I didn't see any posting about this, and that's expected because there's nobody online going, yo, I need an electrician to come and fix my lights. Instead, they just call your friend. Abi Alpha, that way when I light spoil, I will help you fix my lights. Oh, now Oga Mike, I will send you a number for WhatsApp now. I'm a very good guy. That's how you get Oga Mike's number, and then you say you give it to the next person. And if you check your parents' phone, there will probably be contacts like Tayo Recharge Card, Musa Satellite, Zainab Zobo, Mariam Taylor, Abubakar Bricklayer. I don't know why they save contacts like that. But the thing is, those contacts were gotten from referral. The entire thing is a network of people referring each other to one another, and in that process vouching for the quality of their work. For example, Abubakar Bricklayer, that guy having mixed men die. Then there are other skill jobs, mostly remote, and I'll categorize them into two types: local remote and foreign remote. The thing is, local remote is stupid. Or maybe it's the ones I came across. Like this is somebody looking for a video editor to work 8 to 10 hours per day, Monday to Saturday, for 50k. And that's just plain wickedness. This person is Fir'aun. This person should be drowned under Kai. There are other better ones too, depending on your skill level. I think the highest I've seen is 750k for a senior level developer. Mado. The main thing with local remote is that exchange rate is not even on your side, so if you compare it with foreign remote. Foreign remote pays in dollars. But there's a catch. It's on the international stage, and here you'll be competing with the Indians, the Chinese, the Thais, the Indonesians, and these guys are good. But for the money that's been offered, I can be better.
Today we are going to discuss about C++ introduction.
I spent the next few days preparing all I need to apply for jobs. I made a CV. For video editing, I made a reel. And for web development, I needed an active GitHub. The errors I kept getting make me rethink ever learning to code. While prepping for the basics, I've come to realize that unlike the old times where you just need to have one skill and you're good enough to survive, now, although you still need to niche down, you also require other skills. Not because you might get hired everywhere, or because you might be lucky enough to get hired in one. But the thing is that one may actually require the other skills. You need digital marketing, content writing, data analytics, all these skills that could be sold separately and are being sold separately. But now every single job posting without saying anything official would require you to have these skills. So they just ask for your social media handle to see the type of person you are online and what other skills you may have acquired. I produce different CVs because it's advised not to use one type of CV to apply to all kinds of jobs, as opposed to tailor your CV to the type of role you'll be applying for. There were many CV templates, but the best I found was Europa's website and this Harvard CV guide Dr. Amina shared on her Twitter. This is the Harvard, while this is Europass. Now why them be elites? Now why them they call them goats? See Harvard fine. With Europass, each segment is treated like an individual object, so you can quickly edit them just by switching places like add and drop. Add and drop, carry over this. But with the Harvard template, what I found interesting was the relevant coursework section. So there you can just put what coursework you did in school that's relevant to the job you're applying for. Just so that the experiment makes sense, I asked my friends to apply with me. I wanted to ask all my classmates to apply so that we can have a larger sample size. Well, I feel like saying everywhere don't jackpot. I feel like we don't remain fire for Nigeria again. Hey. Hello.
Hi.
So, have you been applying for jobs?
Yes, I have several jobs.
Yeah.
Like, how many have you applied for?
I applied for up to 50 jobs.
Damn, nigga, I'm not keeping count. I'm just doing that thing 1, 2, body, 1, 2, 1, 2.
I applied for 50 jobs.
Just two.
Yes, you just passed out like what you do.
Okay, let me just break down the story. So I was speaking to one of my friends. I was telling me that all the job posting that are outside, they've already selected their people. No, normal. We know that is normal for the government jobs, but it was saying that even the private one, they've already selected for their people. So they're just putting their companies out there so that people know that like these companies exist, that type of thing. So even if they are job postings, we'll still put outside like that. So now the let's say the experiment, that's the statement of problem. The experiment now is to apply to 1,000 jobs. Since we're all from the same school, the same department, the same course, the same grade. The hypothesis is whether or not the jobs in the job market already have candidates for such jobs. Hopefully all of us get
You want to or everybody who has a job.
But try to be very clear, it's not as if we're applying directly the same jobs everybody. You know, some jobs depend on like your microfield. For people that did like web or like data science, now you cannot apply those ones. Cool. It's general jobs that will just apply, but everybody can still go into that specific niche. The plan is to just apply to 1,000 jobs.
God do not let you get to 1,000 before I see job.
No,
Because I'll stop applying. Stop applying.
so that's the plan. So we all got to work and started applying to different jobs. I just applied to 20 corporate jobs. I used LinkedIn to search for the name of the HR. Instead of just writing "Dear Hiring Manager," I'm like, "Dear Hiring Manager Bola, I know your name. 2 points for effort." I also installed a mail tracker to check if these people even open my mail self. 30 jobs applied already, 0 replies. Reject me rather than just ignoring me. That's what I told her. I started to think of how ill-prepared I was if I was invited for a corporate interview, so I had to practice.
Next candidates, please.
Good morning.
Good morning. So why should we hire you?
Can you do the job alone?
Hi. Hey. How far?
Fine. No, since the last time we spoke, I think about those job applications, how many did you apply for?
I think I managed like 10. I got a job. I applied for like 80+ jobs.
80. Wow. How many did you get callbacks? How many replied to your applications?
I've written 5 assessments. I've got 1 interview. I have 1 of them.
I just applied for this job like 80 people, so I haven't got a response. I haven't gotten any responses. I got like 5 callbacks.
Any employment letter?
Yeah, I got like 2 offers, then I picked one out of 2. It's like an internship program. So I got a job.
I think the premise for this video is wrong. Firstly, applying to the same jobs as my friend was the wrong approach, since all except Rashid and I have certifications in data science and all of them got jobs in roles associated with data science. The second wrong premise was my friend claiming that nepotism was very rampant in the private sector and they only put their job postings out for advertisement. While nepotism does exist in small amounts, it's not as rampant as it may seem. The private sector is a profit-making sector, which means that in order to make profits, they need to hire the people that can help them make those profits. Nepotism won't help them do that. Also, I've seen various random tweets of people celebrating getting new employment opportunities. I've also seen tweets of people claiming that they've applied to thousands of jobs without being accepted into any. And I've heard from friends who claim that their senior colleagues don't actually know the job, they just know people know somebody, then they got hired. So it really is a weird mix of nepotism and real hiring. But the thing is, if you are very good, they'll hire you. The third wrong premise is the NBS report. The National Bureau of Statistics changed its methodology of calculating unemployment rates, and personally I think this new method does not actually reflect the real unemployment rate in the country. I don't want to bore you with the differences between the old methodology and the new methodology. This new methodology is surely an example of one of the foreign methods that should not be adopted in isolation. The job market is a demand and supply market. So if there's less demand for the skills you have, you should probably pivot. You can follow this account on X to get coupon codes for courses to learn for free. You can also learn from any free courses you have access to, or you can learn free with Google, the people that are actually supposed to sponsor this video.